Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of JFC Hollywood and Friends. Tonight with a big, huge surprise. So first of all, let me introduce everybody else, and then I'm gonna leave the new one for the last. Okay. Hello, Julio. How you doing?
Hello, everybody. Sorry, guys, my camera is not working properly. I'm working on it, but all good.
Okay. Edo, welcome back.
Hi,
I know
everybody.
that you can wait to talk about Locatelli, so perfect. I can wait to hear you. So, and last but not least, for the first time with us, it's really an honor to introduce Del Lisca. How you doing, Lisca?
I'm good. I'm very good. Thank you so much for the invitation. It's a pleasure for me spending some time with you and these beautiful people.
What?
Beautiful in particular.
Yeah, beautiful. In particular, beautiful. At least, yeah, online. You know,
It was talking about me, not about you, Edo. Okay. So, okay, just to start talking a little bit about Juventus, okay? But so we're coming from like another 3-0 as always. Like actually, I had the prediction for we had last week, okay? So actually, I predicted 1-0. John had the 1-0, and Edo and Giulio had a 2-0, okay? And Giulio predicted the goal by Duzon. Okay, so he was close, but of course, and I actually had 2-0 in the prediction, but then we decided to score the 3-0, so I lost 2 points over there. So, and as always, we know that David is always right. So, it's like we don't have half measures. It's gonna be like or 0-0 or 3-0. Oh my God, we are like the doctor with us tonight. Hello, doctor, and hello, Mauro. So we are coming from like a 3-0 against Genoa. They put like in the second position in the standing. Actually, it was nice for almost a day. We were like first by ourselves, and then Napoli beat Monza, and they go ahead of us. So I think we had a nice game, and we are like on the eve on our second game in Champions League against Leipzig. And so I want to ask you, before talking about tomorrow game, about the impression that you had, the feeling that you had coming from the last game, and I'm gonna ask by Santinas for Lisca, especially for Lisca, since this is the first time he's with us. So Giulio, what do you think about the game we played on Saturday?
I think, obviously the score, it's what we wanted, right? But it reflects like part of what we saw, because the first half it was a bad half. Okay. The first half was like the same kind of challenges that we saw the team was facing in the past few games, where like they always kept the ball, like never a worry that Genoa was gonna score. But when the team is buttoned up, the team we're playing against is buttoned up, we have a hard time to break the defense. Then we score, and obviously now they need to start playing, and that's when we go wild, and then 2-0, 3-0. So I would like to see, our team to, to break those defenses, more easily. Again, work in progress, but overall, I see like we're growing. I see like the needs like also becoming a strength too. At least the versatility and the access to many of them. Now Douglas Luiz like came in. I think he played very well for what we saw. Turam Fagioli did his game. Didn't make us miss Locatelli. Not that I would have missed him anyway. So I saw a lot of decent things. No, Fagioli did well. Fagioli did well. I mean, what did
I'm
he
kidding.
do?
I'm kidding.
So the defense. I mean, one word needs to be spent to the defense that actually we should have started with that, which is it's never happened, in the history of Juventus to not get scored on for the first 6 games, and I think it has happened since the early '90s. In general in Serie A, so that is like the biggest achievement for Motta. according to what I'm seeing, and I can see only us like growing. I mean, we're getting better every game, and so I'm happy. I'm happy with what I'm seeing. There is room for improvement, but I'm happy. How can I not be happy?
Yeah, I don't agree 100% on the statement that we had a bad first half. Of course, it was not entertainment as the second. Of course, we look like we had some issue, real coordination, because we were not able to create that much. Okay, but I don't think it was that bad. Okay, so Edo, what do you think about? You're more with me or more with Giulio?
I think I'm leaning towards Giulio, just because for once I would like to see our team start fast, because when you start fast, maybe you're able to, just create chances, maybe not like clean ones, but like, a deflection, a corner kick, a set piece, whatever, because then it makes our whole game a lot easier. So I don't know, like this time you could say lucky to get that penalty kick pretty much on one of the few occasions where we try to actually put the ball in the box, and soon after that the game changed completely. So I don't think we scored once this year in the first like 20 or 25 minutes of the game, and that's, to me, it's a big missed opportunity, because especially against these quote unquote smaller teams that like to somehow sit back and not give you the easy chances, and they like to just create a lot of density in the middle of the field. Just start fast and see what happens. And the other thing is, I was very very happy to see that we start to have difference makers coming out of the bench. Giulio kind of hinted to it a little bit in terms of the midfield, but I would say the way Conceição came in kind of shows you have somewhat of a difference maker that can just break the game with one or two plays that may end up making the difference, because
Which we didn't have last year.
Exactly, or we didn't have in the two games that he missed, where Nico maybe didn't play great, and then he was tired, and then you didn't have either him or Weah. But I think him is much it's a much different threat than Weah on the wing. But it's just nice to have that change of pace, and you can rely on these things when games don't go your way, and like this one was kind of similar to many, like the Empoli game, the Roma game. Like having him available and healthy, I think is going to be huge going forward. But I'm glad to see that, as you said, the defense keeps going, putting like great performance after great performances. And then the midfield is growing, even though I still think Locatelli is by far the starter. And you see it, tomorrow is supposed to be the starter. So I'm not, totally hallucinating. But yeah, I'm happy overall. I mean, I cannot complain. We're second, 1 point behind Napoli. Let's see how tomorrow goes, but no big complaints from me.
No, I agree with basically everything you just said, but since we won 3-0, I'm allowed to say this. Okay, it's I think we need to stop playing like in stadium that are basically a pothole, or like with a terrible field. And I said that after Empoli game. I'm gonna repeat this against last Saturday game, because I think the condition of the pitch was terrible. It was terrible, yeah, and I'm allowed to say it because we won 3-0 this time. So, and yes, there was some change made in the second half. I think we see like Kalulu play with right back, and Danilo play more center back. We see like Yildiz playing more closer to Vlahovic, and we see McKennie actually drop a little bit with Fagioli. So, and we were able to move the ball a little better. So I think we are getting there. So we still we need to think that we play 7 games together. So we still there's still a lot of games to be played, and there's still a lot of room to improve. Okay, so having said that, Liska, first of all, welcome again here, and you're one of us. Okay, so I haven't talked with you since forever. Okay, so I don't know much. How many games you were able to watch this year? So what were your I want to see your impression, your feeling for this Juventus, because I usually talk with these other two guys, but I don't know why. I don't know about you.
Yeah. Thank you, Matteo. Thank you so much again. Yeah, I think honestly that Thiago Motta is doing a great job. I'm so happy. It's not simple to create some connections in a short time. You know, as we need time to create a relationship, to create trust in other people. At the same time, as a coach, you need time to create a strong team. You know, we are changing our philosophy, our approach in the pitch. It's not simple again. He's doing a great job because I love his communication style. He's so calm. He knows what he's talking about. That's important. He won a lot of trophies like Juventus in the history. That's why I think he's a very good coach for us at this time. Again, we are doing a great job like team. I also enjoyed the Cup Mainers, the Cup Mainers style during the press conference when he said, "We are together, we are working together." I think also that Thiago Motta is changing a lot, like players, to create connection among the players. You know, it's not simple. I know that in a world that we go so fast in every field, in every area of life or sports, we just need time. He needs time, and again, he knows what he's doing, and that's important. I know the player know what he's talking about, and they trust him. It's also so important to do a lot of change in so short of time. It's not simple to me.
You're definitely right.
Yeah, that's why we are the best defense in the 5 top
European League. Yeah,
it's not a small thing.
Nope, no, you're right. You're definitely right. Yeah, and I definitely agree with something. We need to be patient. There was a lot of changes. Not only we changed coach, we changed a lot of player. The player basically they didn't have the chance to train a lot together. Okay, we need to be patient. And as you said, but it's not like what we are used nowadays with in every aspect of our life. We're not patient. We want everything right now. Okay, and that's not possible. So there's going to take time, and not allowing goal for the first 6 games of the season. And actually, I think last Saturday, they got the first chance against us and it was the 93rd minute that I don't remember who took the shot. Honestly, Pereira had a great save over there, but we haven't even allowed any chance to score to the opposing team. I don't remember actually. So. And that's a good fundament of where you can build off. So, yeah, I agree with you. So, and do you think still Liska, you think what we're gonna see a lot of change from? I was gonna say Allegri from Thiago Motta, okay, but or you think he's gonna go move around the player, or you think he's gonna insist that we can the same place so they can gel a little bit, have a little bit or a group that he can fate on especially in the beginning?
That's a good question. Honestly, since we have lots of matches to play this year, I think again going back to the previous topic, like he's trying to at this time for some months he's going to change a lot because he needs to create chemistry with among the players, you know. That's why he's trying to involve everyone in the project. I'm not worried about also Douglas Luiz because it's not simple. He's like a very good player for sure. And again, he needs time. Just thinking about Zidane when he arrived at Juventus, that's why I'm very confident. And again, because I love communication. I know when people know what they are talking about. That's why I trust this guy. He won a lot of trophies. Like us. That's why we need to be confident, and we need to trust him. It's not simple to change everything. We are talking about Juventus.
Yeah.
I have a question, guys. I have a question for the group about since Lorenzo is talking. I'll stay with them. So I agree with you when you say is trying to involve everyone, right? That's what I like the most. Like we are not depending on any particular player yet. It looks like everybody can be part of the way we're playing. But my question for you guys, for you, which one is the starting 11? What are the best 11? Lorenzo.
Well,
Let's
go.
start with Lorenzo since he was talking about it, and then you guys can go around.
Okay. It's honestly tough to answer because, anyways, I can try, but for sure, okay, Di Gregorio, Cambiaso, Kalulu, Gatti,
Bremer.
And Bremer, sorry. Yeah. Kalulu, Bremer, and Gatti. Mainers, Ildiz. It's tough. It's not simple. Douglas Luiz, I think, is going to be one of the best player that we have in our team. That's why I want to say Douglas Luiz, despite the moment. For sure, Conceição and Vlahovic.
Okay, I guess we all agree with the defense line and the goalie, I assume, right? That's something probably we all agree. Cambiaso, Bremer, Gatti, and Kalulu, right? So I guess I'll be curious to know more like about the three mids that you guys would choose, because up ahead there's Vlahovic, that's only him. Yildiz is gonna play. So what are the three mids you guys would start?
I have two. I have Douglas Luiz and Thuram in the middle, and then I have Ildiz on the left, Koop Meiners and Nico on the right, Ildiz and Vlahovic as the top. But that's more like my preference. I don't know. I don't think we are ready to see an 11. It's still too early to me, and it's more like what I would like to see at this point. I think Conceição is great coming from the bench because he gave me this change of pace, and but maybe it can be the starter and Nico can be on the bench. But right now, I would definitely see. I know Edo probably has a different choice of midfielder, right?
Edo.
Yeah, if the question is right now, like which ones are our best 11, then just because like I have a hard time evaluating players who have not played too much. Like Thuram played well in the first game, and then he had like an injury and then played sections here and there. So but then for instance like Douglas Luiz, how can you evaluate him where he's at right now, because he just played, I don't know how many minutes he played in total this season, but it's not much. No. So I'm going to go with Locatelli just because, and I'm going to assume that he's playing pretty much every game as a starter because he's showing that during the week as well. It's not just a random thing that Thiago Motta decides on a Sunday morning. So I'm going to go with him. And I honestly, as you said, Matteo, like I think Conceição is not a starter just because I think he brings a lot more like halfway through the game instead of just as a starter.
Yeah, but and then I have soft spot on my heart for Nico, and actually he hasn't shown anything on the pitch at the moment. So
exactly. I was going there because I think he's the one that needs to take it up a couple notches because right now he's not there yet. I don't know if it's a a matter of just getting back into into shape, or understanding exactly what he's required to do on the pitch. But like he's the glaring missing part there, because I'm seeing like Cup Miners was a little slow the first couple games. Now I think he's starting to get more and more involved. Nico is the one that's still sort of missing for me. So I put him there just because he played a lot, but I don't know if he's technically one of our best 11 right now.
Andrew, well, I think he's still injured. I think he's gonna come back after the break. Because
is it like a muscle injury or?
I don't remember. So we have Mauro said that he gave Cabal another shot at playing as left back. Even like we are like Yagomoto saying that he see Cabal more like a center back. He said last week.
But it was interesting because we saw Rui instead of Cabal last week, right?
Yeah. So, but it's okay. He's part of the roster, so why not? Why not give him a chance? And hey, look, Rui. I'm more a Savona fan, as everybody, all of you knows. Okay, but Rui is part of the team. Why he's gonna play sometimes. So yeah, and he wasn't spectacular. But I wanted to say that as the game was going on, I think he got a little bit better. So, and if we're still talking about a 2004 player, so he's still super young. So yeah, I wouldn't mind giving like another chance, maybe even on Sunday. So I don't know. Julie, I want to know your starting 11.
You guys hear me? Sorry, I'm in a
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. The defense is what Lorenzo said. The Gregori and those four behind. I would think that the main four people, I'll tell you that I think Thiago Motta will use are going to be obviously Cup Miners, eventually Douglas Luiz and Thuram, and then Locatelli is going to be in the mix. That is going to rotate with one of those. Obviously, my favorite would be Thuram, Cup Miners, Douglas Luiz, and then with Yildiz on the left and Nico Conceição to the right. I think once they all get in shape, it's going to be tough for the Mister to actually choose, which is what we want. But those four, I think, are the four that are going to be playing the most, and then with Fagioli and McKennie to, give them a break when it's needed.
Yeah, so we have Donato say, and actually, he had a great point. He wasn't considering a deal with 11 with Motta, and for Motta, the starter does that. This is more informed and more appropriate for the game. Remember, maybe Gatti at the starter, and the rest are changeable. It may be actually right, and actually, you don't want to make that many changes on the defense, especially when you're not allowing anything. Because really, you're not allowing anything on the backside. So,
but we did see a couple of changes because Kalulu played both in and out, and then we had Savona, and then we had Rui. I mean, it's a good sign, meaning that it's not just a lucky combination of four players that work together, and everyone else is like, oh, geez. Like it seems like it's a structural. We're solid in terms of the whole, defense, not just the individuals.
Yeah, and I agree with Filippo here. Myself, Kalulu, actually, I still cannot believe how Milan got rid of him, honestly. So, but that's not my problem. Actually, I'm happy that's their problem. Okay, so, and yes, look, and a lot of people talking about Genoa being like a terrible team. Yeah, Genoa, actually, first game, it was a 2-2 against Inter with a really good game. They tied against Roma. Yes, they lost against Venezia like last week. Okay. But like they're one of the teams that belong in Serie A, and as we see, especially this year, I think the table has never been so short like in years. So we have like the last would be like have like 4 or 5 points, and the first one are like 13. So every team is there. So everybody is losing point against everybody, and then we see like Parma with Cagliari. Cagliari actually went over there, and so. Liska, were you able to watch some games? I know like your special part of your heart is watching Lecce.
Yeah, sure.
So
we watch a lot of games this year. Yeah, that's why we can talk about. Yeah, I think that in Italy we try to underestimate the tournament that we have. Look at the Premier League. Look Manchester United against Tottenham 0-3. Look Atalanta, Gasperini would We are growing for sure. We are. I don't want to change the topic, but I think that tomorrow will be an interesting game for Juventus, for us, because Lipsia is a different team. They have also a very strong defense, and Red Bull Arena is going to be an interesting stadium, a fortino, a fortress for them. That's why. But again, I think that this kind of approach in Italy that we have to, like you were saying before, to me, Genoa is a good team. Gilardino is a good coach.
Yeah.
Many players around the ball. That's why, again, I think we are doing. Thiago Motta is doing a great job. It's not simple because when we are able to talk, and also as Juventinos Bianconeri fans, we have a good taste. We love to eat. We won a lot of trophies. That's why, but we cannot. And also, we tend to forget. We have been dominating in Italy for years and years. To start again with a new philosophy, with a new approach, to change our mentality, I think they are doing a very good, a very good job. It's not simple, but again, it's a good mix. Giuntoli and Thiago Motta. Thiago Motta, I don't want. Yeah, I'm repeating.
I agree, especially when you say that. I agree, especially when you say that we undervalue the Serie A. And of course, it's not the Serie A of the 90s. Of course, it's not the Serie A of the 80s and the 90s, the first years for 2000. But for a tactical point of view, I think that you don't see anything like Serie A. So, and we have a question for you, Edo, over here, and for Giulio. Mauro asking, where do you see Fagioli in rotation? Does he need more playing time to get back to be our playmaker? Or if for Mauro, you think he's better than Locatelli in the role? So I know I'm going to ask you and Giulio, because you're going to have two different point of view over that. So, Edo?
Well, it's an interesting one because I was talking today with our dear friend Billo about this exact topic. Like, first of all, Fagioli played much better this week than what he showed earlier on in the season, which is also very encouraging, meaning that he's, getting his groove back. That's great. Still, I think he's not, like, I don't see him and Locatelli as, the same kind of player. So you cannot exactly expect them to do the same things or have the same strengths and weaknesses. Like, defensively, it's obvious that Locatelli is head and shoulder above Fagioli. But then on the other hand, I think Fagioli has a lot more technique and a lot more touch when it comes to maybe making a key pass. I know you love key passes. That's a good one. Personally, I think it's just a matter of, personal taste. I would still have Locatelli as my, at least when we're talking about keeping this to like 4-1-4-1 sort of structure. That one in front of the defense, to me, still has to be Locatelli right now. If we're going to change formation and maybe have a different midfield, then I think Fagioli could bring a lot to the table. I would still love for him to just be a little more aggressive on offense, because I think he's got, do you remember that goal he scored against, I think it was Lecce last year or 2 years ago?
With Fagioli? It was 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago. Like, he's got the quality for, making key passes in the box, but also scoring from outside the box. I mean, he can shoot the ball. So maybe you can think of Fagioli as replacing McKennie in that sort of weird, free riding position where, you can drive into the box, you can come back, you can, combine with different players. But if we're going to stay with that 4-1-4-1, my man right there is either Locatelli, or in the future, I think that's going to be Thuram, and not it's going to be Fagioli.
I think I agree with Edo with almost everything. I was going to say, I don't see Fagioli fighting for a spot with Locatelli. You know, they're completely different type of players. We know Locatelli by now is not a playmaker. I mean, whoever tells me he's a playmaker, then we're watching completely different games. Is not a playmaker. So, and that's why I don't think he can be comparable with Fagioli. Fagioli has the quality to be a playmaker, but like Edo was saying, it's Thuram to me the one that is the contender for the Locatelli spot. That's why I was saying I would like to see Douglas Luiz, Thuram, and Koopmeiners eventually. And I agree with Edo when he says like he could be, you know, playing like McKennie, you know, more than McKennie, and in place of McKennie. But the big thing with Fagioli is that he hasn't had playing time in forever. Last year, it was out the whole season for the betting situation. He came back like in May, played a game, and then he played like a game and a half during the European Cup, and now he's starting to play. I mean, he needs minutes. So to see what he's capable of, he needs to play. Is this the ideal situation for him? Maybe it's not, because now the competition is very high. But competition doesn't mean bad. It could be motivation also to do better. So we gotta watch and see, wait and see. But my eyes are more on Thuram when we talk about Locatelli.
So Donato said that Thuram, Lloyd Fagioli close the forward, then you're gonna talk about Koopmeiners. So I think Fagioli is gonna be in the mix. So we have a question actually for both of you. So we have Filippo say, do we need a playmaker, since you mentioned it? And then for Edo, we have Edo, you see Fagioli as a wing?
No,
I think it was more situational, that one.
Yeah, I mean,
more situation.
It doesn't have the change of pace of a winger, right? Like,
no, absolutely not.
But if we think of him in place of McKennie, then he has a lot more quality when it comes to controlling the ball, passing the ball,
IQ,
or maybe he doesn't have the timing of McKennie when it comes to driving into the box and kind of being in the right place at the right time. But if we need that extra pass, you know, like a quality one, just because, you know, the spaces are tight and then we don't have a lot of room to operate, then he could be the guy. And I totally agree with Giulio. Like the natural sub for Locatelli at this point is Thuram, and it's going to be like that even going forward. And do we need a playmaker? Yeah, I think sometimes we do really need a playmaker.
Depends who you play with.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's this sort of formation seems to be pretty set right now, but like eventually there's going to be times where we're going to need one.
We do, because we go back at the beginning of this conversation, or at least what I said at the beginning of the conversation, where I would like to see the team to break those defenses that are completely buttoned up. And the playmaker can help, you know, to differentiate the type of plays. Right now, we play in a very predictable way. You know, it's always the same way. We move the ball a lot. We have the control of the ball, but like it's predictable what we're gonna do. The playmaker could help. It is. It is. I think it is. Yeah, I think it is.
No, I don't think so.
I'm more with
and I'll tell you why. Yildiz and Koopmeiners play too close to the line. That makes it so predictable what we're gonna do. You know, if there were more centers,
still too early to say that, and I don't think I more agree with what David's saying here, that we are still too slow. So when the ball is too slow to go around, I don't think we are predictable. It's so many quality players. So
we destroyed PSV in Champions. Destroyed, literally. To me, it was like we are talking about PSV Eindhoven, first in Holland League. Again, we just need time to create connection with the guys involved in the team. That's why I'm so like happy to see the young guy Savona and the others like involved in the team, playing, waiting for Douglas Luiz. We spent like 50 million for him,
Yep.
and he for sure is a great player. Just
He will bring the quality that we need,
Yeah.
that unpredictability, because those players that have the numbers. We saw Douglas Luiz playing those 20 minutes. We can see the qualities there. Sure, Edo says, like, I can judge him because he's played little, but those little things he's done, he's done well enough for playing that little. I mean,
But-
is he ready to play 90 minutes with everybody? Maybe not, but I see something there. That's all.
It's true, but he also most of the times he comes in and we're like up 3 scores. So it's
Sure.
you come in with a different mindset. You can
Different
try,
pressure.
even
Agree.
you can be a little.
Actually,
too
last
expensive.
Saturday, Douglas Luiz was
Good.
not a bad thing. Yeah, it was tanta roba. I would like to say, like in
Yeah. Lots of
So,
quality.
guys, wait. We are all almost like after the episode. We need to talk about tomorrow game. So we're gonna play tomorrow. We said this is one important. They're all important. Okay, so the second game is in Leipzig. And I would be more than happy with a tie, actually, if you ask me. Okay, but yes, it would be. I'm curious to see, because I don't know what to expect. Because as Lorenzo was saying, Liska was saying, and Leipzig is a really good team. At the moment, I think that they're third in the Bundesliga. I know we are one. I think they're 3 wins and 2 ties. Especially at home, they're a good team. They almost won at the Bernabeu in the first game, because I think they lost 2-1, but they got scored like probably in the last 2 minutes of the game, right? So
Against Atletico Madrid, not the Real Madrid.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
And I'm cool. It's not like a win or go home, okay, and type of situation. But I'm really curious. You expecting? Okay, and Mauro is an expert at the Bundesliga, so he's his best defense in Bundesliga. So it's gonna be a challenge, and excited Philip with the ball for Chico is something is a lot for I think you talk about Douglas Luiz. And what do you expect for tomorrow game, and what and then moving forward, because we're gonna play 3 days after against Cagliari. So Aliska, I'm gonna start with you. So you expecting something different tomorrow, especially speaking about starting 11 or approach of the game, or?
No, I just hope like some minutes more for Douglas Luiz. Hopefully, I don't know if he will start the game or not, but for sure, I think that during the tournament is gonna be the different one for us. Again, tomorrow it's gonna be a very interesting game because of the opponent that we have. It's not simple to play in with the German team. They are good. Again, we tend to forget that we are just starting the season, and we change a lot. My only hope is that we don't. But I don't think so. Again, they are just trying to create some connection with among the players. It's not simple. That's why I'm so confident. Honestly, just to finish, I think that because of Motta's mentality, we are playing not just. We are Juventus fan, and we love to win trophies. But he's trying to convince the players that we don't have to choose one of them, Scudetto or Champions League. We can go straight. I think so, honestly.
You're confident, okay?
Yeah, I'm very confident because of the guy. He knows what he's talking about. We can talk for hours, but he's in the pitch with them, in the training session, that's why I'm so confident. It's a good chemistry, Thiago Motta and Juventus. It's a win-win match to me.
Good. Edo?
Well, it's gonna be interesting. I don't know. I haven't watched Leipzig this year at all.
Make two of us.
I mean,
Three.
and make that the whole Bundesliga. I just don't have time for that. But you can think of it. They're playing at home. It's a great stadium. They're probably gonna try to start fast just to sort of impose their will. And one thing that we don't really know about our team is what happens when things go wrong quick. When we're down.
You're right.
Like, we never had to face that sort of situation where, you're not where you think you're supposed to be. Like, maybe you start slow and they score quickly, and then now you're the one who have to, chase after them and maybe expose yourself to even. Yeah. No, just because I watch all other sorts of sports, and then my wife gets mad at me. But it's not because
that's normality. Come on, it would be the opposite. Would be
what, the wife getting mad or watching?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
Okay. So yeah, I'll be curious to see. I'm expecting them to start fast, and it would be great for us to be able to sort of withstand that first 15, 20 minutes, and then start to ease into the game and maybe take control, because we like to do that. But honestly, I have no good expectations for what's gonna be like tomorrow.
Oh wow!
I actually think that tomorrow it's gonna be in a way favorable to us, and I'll tell you why. Unless, like Edo said, they just lose control right away of the game and they go under, and which we don't know what's going to happen there. Like he said, we haven't seen. But I doubt that they are going to be buttoned up. They're going to wait and see. They're going to attack. They're going to open spaces for us. And that helps the way we play. So it could be favorable if we use it in the right way. It's a little risky because, again, if you get scored on, then we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know how are these guys mentally. We have no idea.
Yep,
Last year, we knew once we got scored on, everybody freaking crumbled, and it was difficult to come back, right? So we do not know. We don't know. So that's the big, eventually is going to happen. But overall, I think actually playing in Europe, it fits better to what we're trying to do, because you're gonna go face some teams that play more openly, and that's it's a good for us. We'll see. I don't know. I'm again like Lorenzo. Like I'm very, very positive this year. Like I'm very calm, meaning like I expect eventually to fall sometime. And it has to happen for the growth, and I'm comfortable giving them like the whole year, this whole year to grow. I obviously expect a minimum, final Coppa Italia and top 3 in the league, but Champions League is like it's like a good experience for everyone because they're all
and
young.
it's a question mark.
Yeah, and it's a new format for everyone. It's interesting.
So I don't know if you got. I wasn't able to follow that much of the game. Okay, I see that. But if you compare our game, Milan played against in Leverkusen against Bayer today, and Milan lost 1-0. Bayer Leverkusen actually was the game. They won the Bundesliga last year, if I'm not mistaken. Okay,
yeah,
and so they're a really good team, we can say, and they remember they lost the final, the Europa League final against Atalanta. Yeah, and I think they won 1-0. Actually, I think for what I've seen, and I didn't see that much. I see that they went up early. They had chances early, and they went up. Okay, but Milan had more than one chance to actually to tie the game and to come back. I think there was some like miscues in the end. I see some Milan player get a yellow card, even Fonseca complaining. So I had no idea what happened. So if you think about that, and it's still going to talk about what the Serie A, we had like Bologna tie with last year with Zenit, we had Atalanta tying with Arsenal. Today Inter destroying Stella Rossa, a Red Star. Okay, so Serie A is not as bad as most people think, and that's what I want to say with Lorenzo. So having said that, and like we have like 4 or 5 minutes, 5 more minutes, we have to do a prediction for tomorrow and for the game on Sunday. So are we gonna meet on Sunday to watch a game 3:30 a.m. for us?
Yes, of
Your
course.
place, right?
Yeah, look, you're coming. I know that. So okay, I want a prediction for Leipzig, Juve, and Juve Cagliari. Who want to start? Who want to go first? Oh, okay. We have Mauro say, yeah. Dortmund, who likes the new format? Actually, it was supposed to bring more improvement, and actually, we see more like teams. Well, yeah, guys.
Bravo, David.
I want to go with the prediction, guys. Come on. The boss coming home in a little bit.
I think we're going to.
Yeah, look what James is doing.
What is saying?
6:30.
6:30. Yes, here.
Yeah, James, it's gonna be 3:30. It's gonna
We've
be
done it at 6
3:30.
a.m. here.
Yeah,
but,
it's a little bit different. So
3:30. I think tomorrow is gonna be. We're gonna come back with points. So I'm gonna say it's gonna be a tie. I say 1-1.
1-1. Okay.
Yeah. And Cagliari, we're gonna rip them a new one. So 3-0 again.
Liska, you up?
We are gonna win.
Have you done with 0-0, Mauro? So I'm sorry.
No. Tomorrow we're gonna win 0-1. Ildiz.
Wow. Okay, I love it. And on Sunday, that I know for sure that you're not gonna wake up at 3:30 to watch a game, so don't even say anything.
Never say never. Sunday, it's in Turin.
Yeah.
2-0. Vlahovic.
And we never get score on. Okay.
No, yeah, for sure, for at least a month. Yeah, we have a chance to be.
Okay.
No, yeah, he's working hard about this kind of stuff.
Edo, you're up.
2-2 tomorrow.
Oh,
wow. Valanga di goal.
No,
Well, we're gonna have a game where, we get scored on, maybe more than once. But first, Juventus goal for Cup Minors tomorrow. That's my prediction. Put it down.
Okay, I have it down. Okay.
And then, I'm not too concerned about Sunday. I think it's and just like that, we're gonna be screwed by Cagliari. Yeah, no,
Okay.
I'm gonna say 2-0 on Sunday.
2-0 on Sunday. Okay. Okay, so it's my turn. So tomorrow we're gonna lose 2-1.
What?
Okay.
What do you say?
We're gonna lose 2-1
Tomorrow?
L word.
Well, if we lose, we know whose fault it is at this point.
and
All right.
Bremer's on Sunday.
And we know where you live. So
Why?
Well, it writes everything what the people saying. And on Sunday, as David was saying, it's gonna be 3-0.
Interesting for tomorrow.
So. Filippo, you're gonna be lucky. It's gonna be 6. You're gonna be 6:30 for you. So come on, you're gonna be complaining about the game about 9. Now it's gonna be 6:30. So you're gonna complain about that as well. Okay. So, and no, okay, perfect. Okay, so we were and of course, guys, I can't wait for another international break. So because after next episode that we're gonna have next Tuesday, always 5:00 Pacific time, it's gonna be probably we're gonna talk about the wonderful National League game. So we're gonna probably talk about who knows what. No. You're in a good company here, Filippo. So don't worry about that. So, but it has to be like a Sicily thing. This thing. So I think. Wow. So. And well, look, you kind of mentioned a little bit about earlier. So Douglas Luiz, actually, I was impressed by what he did last Saturday. okay, the last 30 minutes that he played, it was something else, in my opinion. I think he came on the pitch and he magged someone on the first ball he touched, okay? And I think you haven't seen somebody that with that technical skill in Juventus in a long time, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys think about Injuries League, yeah, the National League, right? You're right about.
Yeah, I mean, I think, I as I said at the beginning, I mean, I don't want to repeat myself. I think we finally have options. We finally like look at the bench, and you know, if a game is not going the way you want, you're like, all right, bring in that guy. You know, I can't wait for this guy to come in. Let's see if this guy can make a difference. That we're short with Vlahovic. You know, Vlahovic is the only one. We don't have that bring in that guy when Vlahovic sucks. But in general, we have alternatives pretty much everywhere, but for Vlahovic. So yeah, that's exciting this year. You know,
Prediction.
For
No, prediction. I've wrote down everything.
So yeah, we have more quality. I mean, Douglas Luiz, even Thuram. I mean, Cup Miners is that pass that he did last
excuse
game.
me, Giulio, Mauro, is October 1st. Okay, we just came from like 4 months of transfer market. Can we get at least, don't talk about transfer market for at least a couple of months, because in January you're going to be here still talking about this. I don't care, honestly. I love the player we have right now, so I don't even want to think about transfer market season.
But I hope Giuntoli is thinking about that, because in January I think
Why
he needs
is his job?
Okay, no, I'm saying like it's not our job, but I'm pretty sure he is thinking about that, because honestly, we need a striker in January. Whatever, like somebody who looks like a striker and walk like a striker, and then.
But we have Arkadiusz Milik, guys.
I hope he comes back soon.
Do we? That's a question. Like,
what do you say, Xavi?
I mean, is he gonna be available like for a long time? Like, can we count on him to be available? Because whatever issue he has with, I think it's a meniscus tear in the knee. Like it went from a couple months to 4 months to 6 months. That's not a good sign.
Yeah.
So yeah. Cool.
Speaking of strikers, so Ciaurino, so do you guys think that Vlahovic will? What they're gonna do with Vlahovic?
He's gonna score more than 20 goals. I already said that.
What?
He's gonna score more than 20 goals this year. So
right. So what they're gonna do? Great. So what they're gonna do? He scores more than 20 goals. So they're gonna sell him and cash, since he scored 20 goals, or they're gonna keep him and convince him to lower his salary.
I think if they get the offer, they're gonna sell him.
Yeah, sure.
I would sell him without an offer, but if he scores 5 goals, but
no. Look. Last Saturday, we were watching the game together. Okay. So, and I'm super critical with Vlahovic because I think it can be great. Okay. And the problem I with Vlahovic, it's like it taking himself out of the game, as I was saying last.
That's just a small problem. Just a tiny problem.
Yeah, but he's still young and he need to grow. Okay, what bugs me is paying too much attention to what people is saying around him. Let them talk. Yeah. Okay, let them talk. Okay, people is gonna talk. But having said that, I think he's gonna score more than 20 goals this season. Okay, and if someone is gonna come to us and making making an offer of what Giuntoli, I think we're gonna sell him.
Just today or yesterday,
but not in January. Definitely not in January.
Definitely
not in January.
Yeah, Cambiaso, that's to me, it's a great player. Just said, I don't have the concentration for 95 minutes. That's why I need to improve myself. No, yep. That's the same point to Vlahovic. He's 26, 25 years old.
Vlahovic is 24.
24. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's better, no? What do you mean?
No, I was shaking my head. I was looking at the question.
Okay. Yeah, but guys, that's a contract.
If Vlahovic scores more than 20 goals, but between Coppa Italia, Serie A, Champions League, it's not much.
No, that's
Vlahovic needs to score more than 20 goals just in Serie A. Plus all the others. I mean,
exactly.
I don't know what this 20 number is, but if he does in Serie A anything below 15, I mean, it's an average attacker, striker.
But still, it depends.
The striker of Juventus with this team, with
we
this
have
coach.
we have years. No, I disagree. I really disagree here, honestly. But
no.
That's a conversation I think we're gonna have like probably next, but maybe next episode, since we're not gonna have like any game to preview. Okay, so and we are at the top of the hour right now. So, but if guys, that's a contract he was handed. It didn't point a gun at anyone to get the contract. That's what he got, and I'm frustrated with him. A lot. You see, Lazaro, I was frustrated with him. Okay, but guys, that's a contract, yeah, and I'm sure.
Jesus, Mauro, Jesus.
That's a trip down memory lane.
Don't talk about him.
Like
I have the napkin here already.
It makes you trip down memory lane. Please, like enough with those like that. We're building. Let's keep on building. We don't need
guys. Look, players. I gotta go cook the dinner. Honestly, I'm really honestly with you. So I really and I don't want to keep like more longer than an hour. So it was fun. Anybody want to say anything to end the episode?
Yes. Lorenzo is his first episode, so he needs to tell us his favorite coach of Juventus ever and his favorite player of Juventus ever. Normally we do at the beginning what we forgot.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's simple. To me, for the player, for sure, Alessandro Del Piero. For the coach, I want to say Giovanni Trapattoni.
Oh,
wow, that's a good one.
That's a good one. All right.
That's a good one.
All right.
That's
good.
So, guys, don't forget about the prediction tomorrow. Okay, I don't know if I'm able actually to write down that we're gonna lose 2-1. So I don't know about that. Go ahead. What you wanna say?
Loca +10.
Actually, it's different. It's Loca plus West +9.
I think Douglas Luiz is going to start tomorrow with Loca. We'll see.
Hopefully.
Right. So, guys, thank you so much. See you. I'm gonna see you probably on Saturday. I'm gonna see you. So we're gonna see you
on the beach.
Here we go. Let me take a wait. Don't move.
Now we recognize him.
Yeah, exactly. There was something missing. I knew it. And guys, see you on Saturday and San Pedro. And other than that, it was fun. Fino alla fine. And be safe.
Of course. Ciao belli.
No, i palloncini che sono?